Hey, good afternoon, and welcome to a special unscheduled broadcast of, I don't know, don't want to call this travel and cruise industry news. We're going to call this the Grand Princess Cruise. All right, folks, this is a test run, actually. I have been working with the Shintel people for the problems we had with Wi-Fi for the last 2 days and the constant breaking up. And they had me, or they had Amanda. Amanda's the one that had to do it, to do something different with the router. This is over my head, which she did, and then rebooted everything again. And they said to give it 15 or 20 minutes, which we did, and then to try it again. So I'm trying it again. So if anybody is out there in the comment section, I see somebody just popped in. There's Steve. Joanne's here. So far, so good. All right, just y'all just keep me up on what's going on with the signal, and maybe it's a quick fix. So looks good, sounds great. All right, that's good to know, Steve. All right, so what I thought I'd do is talk a little bit about the Grand Princess Cruise. The Grand Princess Cruise is, of course, the upcoming effort of Cruise with Chillie, which is a outreach from Chillie's Cruises. And we're going to Alaska again on the Grand Princess. So it'll be similar to our cruise last year on the Sapphire Princess, only we're going the reverse direction. Last year we went from Anchorage back to Vancouver on Sapphire Princess. This year I'm going from Vancouver to Anchorage on the Grand Princess. But we stop at Ketchikan, at Skagway, at Juneau. We go through Glacier Bay, College Fjord, and then into Whittier and Anchorage. So along the way, Skagway, of course, is, an area that's had issues with the dock and replacing the dock, and we're still not 100% sure if the new floating dock is going to be ready in time for the season, but we're going to go on like it is. Nate will be staying on top of excursions from Skagway, like going up on he calls it the triple header, to go up to see the swinging bridge and to go to Michelle's Iditarod puppy camp and play with the puppies. I assume she'll have puppies this year like last year. They were 5 weeks old when I was there last year. But anyway, that's Skagway. Juneau, of course, is the city with the Mount Roberts. That's the tram starting its way up Mount Roberts, which I did the first time I was there, and got up to the top of the mountain in snow and ice and sucked in. But man, was it impressive. And so I will do that again when I'm in Juneau this time, because last year, both times I was there, I didn't do it since I'd done it the year before. But I'll definitely get back on that tram and go up to the top, because it is undoubtedly one of the most phenomenal views in the world from the top of Mount Roberts. They've got a bunch to do up there. You can spend half a day up on Mount Roberts easily up at the top. So, and then of course, Ketchikan is just a typical old gold rush town. Still has some of the, like the Red Dog Saloon, a lot of things. The Lumberjack Show is a terrific amount of fun for a relatively inexpensive thing to do. And Ketchikan, well worth it's about an hour show or something. It's easily walking distance from the ship. thoroughly enjoyed that. Of course, there's plenty of shopping, plenty of things to do just rolling around the town. And then you get up to Glacier Bay where you're going to see glaciers, which that just puts you in a different world when you're around the glaciers. You'll see some wildlife. You'll see a lot of things like seals. You might see some walrus. You might see just any number of things. Plenty of whales. Of course, there's wonderful whale watching excursions. Last year, when I was in Juneau, I went on a whale watching excursion. And that was the most amazing thing in the world. Nate had arranged for me to have, I'm handicapped, so I'm on a chair. Nate had arranged for me to be able to get on and off of a whale watching boat. They took care of me. I sat right up behind the captain. I could see everything that was going on. It was just fantastic. So I highly recommend that. And of course, you'll have the options to do any of Nate's excursions as well. Pretty sure Nate's going to be on this cruise, so you'll get to meet Nate if you go with us. There are several options when you get into Anchorage. You can take the train or the bus down from Whittier to Anchorage, about an hour drive or hour ride. The train is wonderful, and you can spend some time in Anchorage. I spent 3 days in Anchorage last year between cruises. I sailed up from Vancouver to Whittier, then dropped down to Anchorage, spent 3 days in Anchorage, went back up to Whittier, and took the Sapphire Princess back to Vancouver. That's a possibility. From Whittier, you can tie on to any of the land excursion tours, like up to Denali, take the train up. That was a couple 3-day tour. Some people say that that's the highlight of all of Alaska. Huh. Looking for the phone. I wonder why. Okay, so that was a complete breakup. Glad you got the internet fixed, and it just went out on me. So I'm not sure if I'm back on or not. They just released Kylie from the hospital. Very good. She'll be on oxygen at night till her lungs heal. She said to thank you and everyone for the love. Okay. Good news. Glad she's going to get back home. And, some of us use oxygen all the time. So sorry about that. Anyway, so that looked to me like it was a little breakup in the signal, but it does seem to be doing better than it was. So anyway, your other option is to just to go from Whittier to the airport and fly home. So those are all things that are possible on the trip. The prices are very, very nice. I think like the inside cabin solo. Now this is solo, folks. It's like $715. The ocean view is $815. The balcony is outrageous, awful. And those are solo cabins. The balcony's like $2,700 or something ridiculous for solo. It's just unheard of. So if you're a couple, then it's even less than that per person, of course. So they're pretty good prices on insides and ocean views. Joanne says I was very short stop. Well, that's clearly better than it was. So we'll see. So I'll try to do the show tomorrow in hopes that it makes it. And Joanne says balcony prices in Alaska are horrible for everybody. Yeah, they are. There's not a decent balcony price on any of the Alaska cruises for 24. And I can't tell you why, no idea. But that's what we're dealing with. So if you want a balcony, you're gonna have to pay through the nose. So all right, guys, that gives me a chance to check this out. I'm probably going to go on with the show tomorrow and see how it does over the course of closer to an hour and see if this is a fix or if it was just a short-term fix. And then if I have problems tomorrow, then I got to get the repairman out probably to replace the router. So anyway, we'll see what happens. All right, guys, thanks for stopping in again. As always, I appreciate it. And as always, stay safe, stay healthy, think about cruising. And hopefully one day soon, we'll all get together on the high seas. Maybe everybody will get on this trip to Alaska and join me August 14th from Vancouver to Whittier. That would be awesome. You guys have a great day. See you tomorrow.
I regularly post videos on all facets of the travel and cruise industry. So if you like to keep up with the latest in cruise ships, ports of call, cruises themselves, Chillie chats, and travel and cruise industry news, just hit the little subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner, hit the bell notification so you'll be notified when a new video is up or we go live. This video was produced by Chilliescruises.